Hey you guys, so I wanted to come on here and talk about paranoia in the moon in Scorpio. Now, when I say paranoia, I don't say it with any negative connotations behind it. Whatever you like to call it, paranoia, intuition, or judgment, to me, it's a natural defense mechanism that every human being has. And in some people, it's stronger than others. And sometimes that defense mechanism can be blown way out of proportion, especially if that person is not grounded. Now, Scorpio is the sign of survival and strength. And a lot of times, that strength is not cultivated through positive ways. A lot of times, that strength is built up through trauma. A lot of times that strength is built up through negative experiences. The moon, which represents childhood and the mother, could definitely indicate that someone who has their moon in Scorpio could have experienced or witnessed betrayal at a very young age, and that experience could have had such a great impact that it leaves lasting effects, which could trigger paranoia. And that paranoia can range from personal to social to societal paranoia. Now, one of the ways that paranoia kind of manifests itself within me was from my environment growing up. You know, growing up in the hood, you know, growing up in a place where it's like, okay, you gotta make sure you're wearing the right colors before you step out of the motherfucking house. You gotta make sure you're not on this street at this time. You know what I'm saying? Making sure you know who is who. You know, having to be so aware and engaged of my environment at a very primal level. At a very young age, it's like being in a jungle. You know what I mean? I've seen people get shot. I've seen people get killed, you know, literally right in front of me. I've seen people's insides and their guts gets turned inside out. So at a young age, this was something that I knew was real. This was something that I knew was a reality. It wasn't like some shit that I just saw on TV. That's one way that my intuition or paranoia, whatever, like I said, whatever you want to call it, that's one way that it was definitely cultivated. You know, it was from my surroundings, from my environment, and actually being engaged with it. If you're from the hood, you probably could relate to what I'm about to say. Say, you know, there was one day or one night, you know, you and your peoples was about to go to a function, you know what I'm saying? Go to somebody's party or a block party, house party, whatever. But for some reason or another, you ended up changing your mind, or there were some circumstances that prevented you from actually going to that event, and then, you know, the next day you wake the fuck up and you got, you know, 70 fucking text messages talking about, oh shit, you heard so-and-so got shot, or did you hear they shot at the motherfucking party, or did you hear, you know, motherfucking police came and shut that shit down and they was arresting motherfuckers, and then you be like, oh shit, thank God I didn't go. I knew something was telling me not to even fucking go. Like, bitch, I knew something was telling me not to go. You know, I know people have had those experiences before, you know, and that leads me to my point, to where, you know, I was reading articles where they were talking about how Scorpio people can suppress their intuition or alleviate their intuition and all of this shit. And for me, I'm thinking in my head, like, fuck that. I'm not alleviating shit. Because the thing is, like, yes, Scorpio intuition, especially Moon and Scorpio, the intuition can definitely be blown out of proportion and get out of control. But one thing I will say is that my intuition has saved me and helped me more times than not. So it's not something that I'm just going to easily ignore, easily give up. But like I said, sometimes it can definitely be blown out of proportion. Like one day, like the dude who I'm talking to, like we was chilling or whatever at my house, and he had went to the store real quick to go grab some shit. And you know me, I'm waiting on him to come back, but the store is literally right down the street from my house, and he was taking a little minute. It wasn't like he was gone for like 30 fucking minutes, but he was gone for a little minute. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, okay, where the fuck is he? Then automatically you start thinking of the worst. Oh my God, did he get into a fucking car accident? Did he get pulled over and get fucking arrested? Did he fucking get into it with somebody at the motherfucking store? And now, what I'm saying? Things that could actually lead to death. I was seriously starting to freak the fuck out. My heart started to beat a little bit faster. I'm like, okay, so my worrisome ass, I text him, I'm like, yo, where are you? And you know what I'm saying? And when he had got back to the crib, he was like, oh, what, did you think something happened to me? And I was like, yeah, hell yeah, because you were going 2 minutes too fucking long. So so yes, I do understand that paranoia can definitely be, especially a moon of Scorpio's paranoia can definitely be blown out of proportion. But I'll say this, like, I'm not going to suppress or ignore my intuition for anybody or anything. I'm just not going to do it. Nor do I feel like you should. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, if I'm just chilling and then somebody walks into my space and, right before they walked into my space, I was in a good mood. I had an even manner. I was calm. I was cool. I was collected. I was okay. But the moment this person comes into my space and our auras start to rub together, and automatically my mind and my heart and my spirit is not feeling right. Almost like my spirit is going on the defense. It's like I'm not going to ignore that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to ignore, my emotions if some random stranger, or not even a stranger, but if a particular person comes into my space and I feel danger or I feel negativity, even if they're not even doing anything to me, it's like I'm not going to ignore that. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on that person. And that's what I would suggest any other person who has Scorpio or their moon is Scorpio to do. Like, don't fucking ignore your intuition. Do not do that shit for no fucking body. Cause the moment you be like, okay, bitch, I'ma just ignore it, that's when your ass gonna get fucked up. I'm telling you. But especially for me, what I'm saying, I have a Leo sun and a Leo ascendant. So it's like I have, I'm ruled by the fucking sun. I have the sun's energy, inside of me, ruling my goddamn body. So, people, a lot of things are attracted to the sunlight. So I attract a lot of fucking parasites and vermin, or I'm not going to say I do, but when you have that kind of energy, it could attract all kinds of parasites and vermin. And it's like, bitch, I'm definitely not going to ignore my motherfucking intuition, especially when I know I have a fucking attractive aura. You know what I mean? It's like, no. I'm definitely gonna vet every person who comes my way. I'm definitely going to decipher every situation I walk into. That's not something I'm going to ignore. Yeah, that was just my little thoughts, my little opinions on paranoia and the moon in Scorpio and how to deal with it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.